In this video, we'll give an introduction to the concept of views in the Rangecast player. When you're using the Rangecast player, you are connected to what's called a world, which is a set of channels that you have both authorization to monitor and that you have asked to monitor. In many cases, for most customers, there will be a single world that contains all the channels in your metropolitan region that you are interested in keeping track of. Many regions have over 1,000 channels, which is excessive and cumbersome if you put every one on its own button. And so it's often advantageous to either focus and restrict your attention to a certain geographic region or to combine channels on buttons in ways that makes the situation more manageable. This is done through the concept of views. The Rangecast player comes with an assortment of views, and each view will have only certain channels available. It can be all of the channels or some subset or down to even a few channels, and will that way simplify your player, and can also combine channels onto single buttons in various ways. In this video, we'll give an overview of some of the views that are always available, that are automatically created as part of the Rangecast player. It's possible to customize and add additional views appropriate to your particular use cases. The most basic view is called Play All Channels, and in this configuration, every channel that's available is presented on its own button. So you can directly turn these channels on and off. For example, you can click on these here and turn them off, and click on channels that are off and turn them back on. And in this case, looking at Dallas-Fort Worth, this produces a very large number of channels. We can scroll through the list, and it's a lot of channels. And so we offer other ways of arranging the content. For example, you can go to an option called By Agency, which groups all of the channels by what kind of agency they are. So all the police dispatch channels will appear on a single button, all the fire dispatch channels appear on a single button, etc. There's also the option of organizing content by towns. In this case, for every town in the region, there will be separate buttons for its fire and police content, and other kinds of content is left off this player. This makes for a shorter list, but in large metropolitan regions, this can still be fairly large. Another option will show just the police dispatch channels by themselves, leaving everything else off. Or you can go to just the fire dispatch channels by themselves with everything else off. Other variations include police by town. This restricts content to only police channels and puts all the content from each town onto one button, even if the town operates with multiple police channels. Other options that are available organize the content by county so that you can go to a particular county and then you'll have every channel in that county presented on its own button. These configurations are all available automatically, and they arrange all of the content in your region. However, in many cases, it's desirable to customize to the specific needs. For instance, showing just towns that are in a particular region or under a particular bureau, or specific kinds of content, or combining channels on buttons in other ways. And for those purposes, there are options for creating customized views which get added to the list. In this instance, looking at our demonstration player from Dallas-Fort Worth, there are several of these customized options available, such as, for example, the Dallas view, which shows just channels from the city of Dallas. And in other videos, we'll describe options for how you can make these customized views. There's several options, and you can choose the one that's most appropriate to your needs.